Before me is a Toshiba PC, and the problem of this PC is that while the PC is on, all of a sudden to just go to sleep without giving the command that the PC should go to sleep. In this video, I'm going to show you how this kind of problem can be solved. This kind of problem is not only peculiar to Toshiba, it can happen to any PC, any Windows PC. For you to solve a problem, you need to understand what happened so that you know how to solve this problem. Because if you don't understand the problem, there's no way you can solve it. Except maybe it's going to be maybe trial by error. As it is on, if I close the lid, any PC, you should go to sleep. What happened? This is what happened. No? It has gone to sleep. As I open it, you should be able to turn back on, but perhaps I need to tap on this before it's going to wake. So what happened? There's something that is on the motherboard that is called LID switch or sensor. It is either it's on the motherboard or it is part of the power switch. When talking about power switch, for example, this is a power switch of this PC, and this is it. And here is the power button. But this perform a function, it performs more than turning on the PC. It also serves another function, and I will get to the place shortly. All right, so when you close the lid, the laptop will go to sleep. And this is what happened. Yeah, on the screen area, there's magnet that will be placed either here or at the top here. It can be placed anywhere. And what is the purpose of the magnet? Simply, it is to interact with the Hall sensor or LID that is either on the motherboard or it is part of the power switch. So when it interacts with it, it's going to tell it that it should shut off the voltage. It should, hold the voltage supply. So that is why it's going to go to sleep. And when you open it, since the magnet is not interacting with the Hall sensor, the PC is going to continue working. Yeah, it's going to wake from the sleep. Yes. So this PC, the problem on this PC, here is a motherboard, okay, and here is a power switch. As I've said, it goes to sleep at will. Sometimes you put it on, go to sleep, put it on, go to sleep. Like very, very frustrating. Imagine working on your PC and it just all of a sudden just go to sleep. Not that it's shut down or you trip off, it goes to sleep. Because if you tap on the keyboard or if it wakes, sometimes if you tap on the keyboard, it's not going to respond. It's going to come back up on its own. Okay. So on this PC here, the LID switch is not on the motherboard, but it's part of the power switch here. And this right here is the LID switch. So on checking, I discovered that, here it is. There are 3 pins here, 4 pins rather. Yeah, at this part, there are 4 pins. And okay, let me attach this so that to be clear. Good. So here's the switch. Press to turn on the PC. So on this switch, there are 4 pins. 2 pins are for the power switch. One leg is for the ground, while the other leg is for the voltage supply. So let me zoom in so that it's going to be clear. Yeah. All right. So I'll zoom in. You might not see my multimeter, but you should be hearing the beeping. So here's the power switch. Yeah, the switch. If you look at this, so here is the ground, of course. So to easily spot the ground, I can just put this one here. Of course, this is ground. Any part of the pin here that read, so this first part is the ground. Okay, so I discovered that, and here is the switch. So this part of the ground is here. Okay, here is ground. Yes. Why this one will be for the voltage. Yeah, that is 3.3 volts. Yeah, to turn on the PC. So 3.3 volts. So this 3.3 volts, if I touch this one, you see that it's going to read to the opposite side. So I've touched it. That is the positive. Yeah, it's going to be here. Okay, here is a positive. Okay, here is a Yeah, this side is a positive, while here is a ground. So that means that I've identified the line that is meant for the switch. This switch, that is the first one and the last one. So left with the two. Then I check the continuity of the two and say if there's no problem with the continuity. Like if there's a communication between this motherboard and this switch. Then I discovered that, okay, the two are at the center. So this is this leg. Does it read? And it does. Good. So that means there's a communication. And the other one, there's a communication as well. This and this. Communication. That means there's no problem with this cable. So there's a communication between here and here. Now, that means let's with this switch. And on this switch, so I try to check since there's no problem with the power. This is the first, that is the ground and the voltage supply, 3.3 volts. So that means these two. So I try to check where it is connected to. Evidently, these two should be connected to this LED switch. Since there's continuity from here to here, so I can make use of this for, yeah, for convenience. So this means check the integrity of the communication between this or sensor and here. So that means this first one reads here. This first leg, it reads. Then second one, nothing. So I've identified the first one here to be here. So this one is okay. It reads to this here. Then here, try to look for it. Nothing. Okay, I need to check the front here. The front here is the ground. Yeah, it reads to the ground. Yeah, this is the ground. So why this one is this leg? Yeah, it works. Then this other leg here, it should be the second one here, but nothing. So that means, and that is the cause of the problem. Why here, if there's, let's assume that yeah, a vote, maybe 3.3 volts comes here. This 3.3 volts should cross to this side. But when the magnet comes, what magnets will do is to break, yeah, the voltage that pass here to this place. So in as when the magnet continues to interact with this or sensor, it now allows you to cross from here to here. But when the magnet, you know, stop interacting with this, when you open the lid, it will allow voltage to cross from here to here. But now, you know, if a voltage cross from here to here, it should go to this motherboard here. It should enter to the motherboard. But now, there's no communication between this other leg and here. So if there's a voltage here, it's crossed to here, but there's no way that it's going to get to the motherboard. So it's as if there's a magnet that is acting on this. So that's where the problem lies. Or it could be that the voltage is here. That means if the voltage is here, that means the voltage stop here. It does not come to this place in order to cross to this side, because there's no communication between here and this leg here. So that is just the problem. So what I'm going to do, there are two things in order to resolve this problem. Number one, decided I replace this switch. That's number one. Number two is, or I will just try to create, since there's no communication between this leg and this ear, so I will just use a wire. I just do a jump. Yeah, a jump from here, from this leg that has problem to this part. So that means there's a cut. Yeah, there's a cut in the line. So I will just jump in order to remedy the problem, and that will solve the problem. So the same principle applies to all PC. So if there's a PC that acts that way, that all of a sudden you just go to sleep without needing to go to sleep. Number one, although this switch could be acting up, if the switch is bad, it could be acting up. But I know that this switch is okay. I've checked and there's no kind of a resistance on it. Nothing. Yeah, that may be this is. Sometimes if the resistance might be about 4 ohms or 3 ohms or 2 ohms. Yeah, could be that. Yes, this has problem because it shouldn't. So that is for this. So let me read this switch now. This is I have to okay to check the resistance of this switch. So it's in it's in resistance. So here and here, it's in K. Yeah, it's in K. So it should be high. So this is a 2K. But if it's giving a reading, like I've touched this, maybe it's giving like this is something like this. That means there's a problem. Sometimes it can be maybe like 1 ohm. Yeah, can be 1 ohm or 2 ohms. No, it shouldn't be. You should read K because as it is, because I don't have, there's no way I can press it. You see that everything will just go down to 0. Switch, just breathe this and this in order for it to turn on the PC. Okay, so that is that. And now to show you really, to demonstrate to you on this PC so that you're going to see how this thing acts. All right, so this PC is up. So this is speaker, of course. You know that we speaker, this is a magnet here. This magnet. Check what will happen to this PC. I don't close the lid. Check what will happen to it. No. Are you not touching? Do you see that? So that means the LED switch is around here, not here, but here. Look at, you see the way this thing button acts. See, it has gone off. I release. Yeah. Now, one more time. Come up, come up, come up. Good. One more time. See? Exactly. So the LED switch is around there. Okay, so if this kind of PC acts that same way, I will just need to come in and try to find out what is the problem. The power switch is here, but the LED switch is here. That means the LED switch, or the health sensor, is not part of the switch. Here is it. So the part that has problem beside it is number 2. Yeah. All right. So I loop it. It comes down here to this side, the health sensor of the leg. All right. So that is that. R50B2FP. All right. Press power button. So the PC is on, and here is display. The keyboard is bad. So the job is done, yeah? All right, so it is on. So I'm going to demonstrate. Let me demonstrate. You know, the LID switch is part of, the PC is on here. The LID switch is part of, yeah. So I'm going to, this is a magnet. So I'm going to take a magnet close and see what happens. You see, it goes up. So I release. Okay. So, okay. Let me check here. There will be sign of sleep here. Yeah. That is sign of sleep. That is the amber light there. So I'm going to press power button again. Press power button again. You see, it's up. It's up. Yeah, it is up. So magnet again to this part. Yeah. You see? Yeah. So it's working now. So it will take some time. Yeah, it has gone off. So press it again to come up, come back up. Yeah. Yes. See, again, again, look at the distance so that you see that I'm not pressing the power switch. You see, it has gone up. You see where I place it and the power switch? Yeah. So it is working. On this PC, it is very easy for me to spot where the LID switch is because I have checked the motherboard and no sign of LID switch and check the switch and I could find the LID switch or hall sensor there. All right, so I focus on that part. So there are PC that it will be kind of tricky. So you make use of board view and schematics in order to locate where the hall sensor is. Simple. That is it.